Our regular city council meeting to order. It's Monday, March 18th, 2013, 7 p.m. If there's anyone present who may require special assistance to participate at this public meeting, please let us know. We'll try to assist you. Roll call.
Mayor Fetter.
Here.
Councilmember Crum.
Here.
Councilmember Fouch.
Here.
Councilmember Johnson.
Here.
Councilmember Clark. Here. Councilmember Lefebvre.
Here.
Agenda item number 3 is to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second it.
Okay, any questions or discussion? Councilmember Lefebvre.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Johnson.
Aye.
Councilmember Fouch.
Aye.
And Councilmember Crum.
Aye.
Tonight's agenda has been approved. Agenda item number 4 is approve the consent agenda. This is the approval of the minutes of the March 4th, 2013 regular city council meeting. Set date of Monday, April 8th, 2013 for our next regular city council meeting. And we should also have paid the claims in there, correct? So we'll just make a motion with the consent agenda to also approve the claims, since that's not typed in there right now. So
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the addition of paying the claims as well as presented.
I'll second it.
okay, are there any questions or discussion on this item? They have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda along with the claims. Councilmember Lefebvre.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Johnson.
Aye.
Councilmember Fouch.
Aye.
And Councilmember Crum.
Aye.
Tonight's consent agenda has been approved. Agenda item number 5 is discuss and approve resolution 13-04, resolution setting pay for peace officer Justin Miller.
So this is the corrected wage now. We edited it to last time it was 13 something.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain it?
Or I can explain it as, I didn't know if we wanted a motion a second first, then I could read it and then explain what it is, or
I'll
explain
make
it.
a motion that we approve resolution number 13-4.
I'll second it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and read this first. Resolution number 13-04. Resolution outlining the compensation for peace officer Justin Miller. Whereas the city of Logan, subject to Code of Ordinances, Chapter 30, Paragraph 30-05, are duly required to establish the compensation of any city peace officer, and whereas the City Council passed a motion for hiring of Justin Miller by a 4-0 vote on January 22nd, 2013 during regular City Council meeting, and whereas the City Council set a wage at $14.86 per hour included in the passed motion. Be it resolved by the City Council of Logan, Iowa, the person in positions named above is to be paid the salary and wages indicated, and the clerk is authorized to issue warrants, checks, less legally required or authorized deductions from the amount set out above on a 2-week pay period, and make such contributions to IPERS and Social Security or other purpose as required by law or authorized by council, all subject to review by the council. Section 2, the city clerk is hereby directed to publish this resolution 13-04 and then pass this 4th day of March, which actually, since it was held over till now, we would have to correct to the 18th. The difference in the wage, the first wage, I believe, was $13.02 at that time. He's going to go to school, the short course up in Sioux City, and there is no housing up there on campus, so we would have to house him in a hotel in Sioux City. He said, you know, if we would do away with the withholding that we would usually hold back and do a 1-year bonus, and in the 2nd year bonus that he would stay with his parents. And so that's why Chief had asked if we would amend it to that amount and use our money there instead of paying the hotel and then the bonus later on. So that was the difference in that amount. Any other questions or discussion on this item? Okay, I have a motion and a second to pass resolution number 13-04. Councilmember Lefebvre.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Johnson.
Aye.
Councilmember Fouch.
Aye.
And Councilmember Crum.
Aye.
Resolution number 13-04 has been approved. Agenda item number 6 is discuss notification from the Department of Transportation pertaining to a PCC sidewalk and trail project. I haven't called him on this yet to get more specifics. I thought I'd ask you guys tonight. They just wanted us to get it on the agenda so that we knew it was coming down the road. I need to find out exactly what they're doing because Scott's not sure either. At first I thought maybe they were putting in handicapped walkways or something, but some of those are already there at those intersections they're talking about. So I'm going to give him a call this week and find out what's going on. Does anybody have any other questions they want me to ask him when I call him other than just finding out exactly what it is?
That's a good start.
But other than that, it's just basically an update like that. So.
Well, I don't know if everybody has seen this, but it basically says project costs will be paid from the primary road fund and no charges will be made against the city. So that's always a good thing as well. Have an opinion or even comment on it. We need to know more about what it is they're actually proposing to do here.
Yeah, and I just opened this Friday, so I just said get it on there and then I'll give them a call.
So the questions of interruption and all that stuff are valid ones so that we can inform the community of what's going to happen and how long it'll take. And, I mean, the list goes on. If it's not just two with curbs,
Yeah,
handicap and stuff that we might have to comply with.
Okay, I'll ask how much time and if there's any road closures or anything like that will happen at the same time.
Because there's a reason they wanted us to see this.
Yeah.
We just didn't want to do it. Because they've done other things without much approval on our part.
Right, and at first, like Scott was talking, he thought maybe it had to do something with the ridge project they're going to do this summer. But the way this reads and where the locations are at, I don't think it'll have anything to do with that. So. Anything else you want me to ask, or we'll just get those questions and bring it back. And then if we have more, at least we've got his number. We can ask some more questions.
Yeah.
So. Okay, agenda item number 6, or excuse me, item 7 is Scott Muxfelt to update the council on the Kubota mower and the bids for new mowers.
Okay, I don't know if you remember, we discussed this during the budget workshop. Our Kubota mower, that's our main, the big tractor mower, has some problems. We need a new deck. The deck's shot, and if you saw any of these other bids, those decks are about $4,000. We have a main seal leaking. It's going to have to be taken up to Kubota and fixed. We're guessing $1,000 to $1,500 to fix that. Needs a new set of front tires. The last ones we got were like $160 or $70 a piece through the county, so we're looking at $175 a piece for those. So we're looking at $6,000 to $7,000 worth of repairs to get that thing up and mowing. So we went out and got some bids on a new tractor, which is kind of what we discussed during the budget workshop, and it's been quite a process. Kubota no longer makes that mower tractor with a belly mower, so they were pretty much out of the running. So went to Case IH and John Deere. Case IH come back really with pretty good bid there at $12,000 to trade, but after we got to checking into it and looking at them, that tractor does not have hydrostat. It's a forward reverse. You have to come to complete stop, shift, and back up. That's not really the fastest and best thing for what we do with snow removal and mowing. And also they told us August would be as soon as we could get one. So that's not really going to do us a lot of good. So our only other option would be the John Deere, and they are a little higher, but after the guys went and looked at them and they drove one, and this mower has a drive over quick attach deck, which would be very nice. We do take the deck out from under quite often, and it's quite a job, sharpening blades and things. And this does have the hydrostat, and I think Maryland sent you those bids. We did have them throw in a bid for a loader, but it was what, $5,300 or something like that. with that amount of money. I mean, that would be up to you whether we wanted to throw that on there. We were looking at our big loader sometimes is way too big for some of the things that we're doing. We thought a loader on there would be nice, but it's not a main necessity. It would be just something that would be really handy to have. So I didn't really include that. It's on there, and I had it figured out to trade for the John Deere was $18,765, I think. So we have a few options there. We also had a bid for a 0-turn mower, a Dixon. I think it was $7,520 with a bagger on it. But we would still have to keep the Kubota, do some work on it to mow like Wellfield, Lagoon area. We have to have that for the sickle mower and for snow removal, so that might not be the best option either.
Are these attachments able to aftermarket? Can you get these later? Can you add these on?
The loader we could add on later. The deck's got to come with the mower, so.
Okay.
So if you add the top two numbers there on the John Deere, that would be the mount, and then $20,000 they're going to give us for the Kubota, which I just thought I should have Marilyn look back. We bought that in 2008, and I'm not sure we gave $30,000 for that tractor when we bought it new. So I don't remember for sure. I should have had Marilyn look, but so that's really a pretty reasonable price for that tractor. And so you got to look at if we mow another year with it, it depreciates another year. The other ones go up a little bit. So we didn't have this in the budget. Really hard to plan that kind of stuff a year and a half in advance, so you don't know what's going to happen. So I think I talked to Marilyn. This is something that we could pull money out of water, sewer, and streets, because we use that for all three areas. So I guess it'd just be the idea. We also discussed possibly talking to John Deere about maybe paying half of it out of this budget year. It would probably be, what, 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, they said RC to get one. So here it is, middle of March, so we're looking at 1st of May before we'd have it anyway. They may be able to work out some kind of a pay half of it this budget, half after the 1st of July or something. We haven't discussed that with them yet, but we didn't figure there's any use to do that if we weren't going to buy the tractor. So I just got to, I guess, put it in you guys' ballpark and let you decide which way you want to go. So.
What kind of warranty does it have?
2 years.
That would be another thing. We're going to gain warranty. And
There's a lot of other attachments that you can get to it.
yeah, they have a lot of different attachments that we could add, down the road, and then if we probably then later on, like the loader, maybe a backhoe attachment or anything like that could be used. If we traded the tractor, I would imagine those attachments would probably still adapt to a newer tractor. It's not like you'd have to get rid of all of them, so.
So is this your recommendation without the loader?
That would be the way I'd want to go, yeah. That's our best scenario in my book, is idea of whether we have money to do it. Now, we're gonna have to do something, so, of course, of course, we always want to go new, but.
It's 18.7, right? It's 12, so.
Well, not between the two bids. I think you're definitely leaning toward the Deere.
Well, like I said, the Case IH is not really the type of tractor that we wanted. They do make one with a hydro, but they don't make them with a cab on them. And we don't know why, and actually the salesman didn't know why either, but we can't get one until August. So then we're still gonna have to spend $6,000 or $7,000 on the Kubota to mow this summer with it, so we kind of figured that option was, so John Deere or fixing the Kubota, about our only two options, so.
Well, and the repair costs, 6 to 7, so you probably have to spend anyway versus the difference between one and the new 18, 7, 19,000. I want to know what we're splitting.
The question we were discussing here was the difference between the
18,700, 19,000 or so, which would be the final cost of the John Deere, and then the repair cost, which we'd have to do anyway, which is about 6 to 7 year estimate on the deck, the main seal tires, all that stuff. So 10,000. You know, really what we're looking at, in addition to what we kind of have to do anyway. Comments?
Randy, I see you over there studying the budget. You know, you want to...
Always. You know, like Scott said, with being able to split this out, because we use probably about a third actually with everything by the time you figure going out to the well fields, the sewer, and then the parks for the streets. You know, the spot that I would see we'd possibly not want to take out would be streets, but I'm not sure if this would be something that would be considered infrastructure type that we might be able to take out of local option sales tax. Or if we had a street repair, we could then use this local option for that, because I know we could use it for that. So if you're splitting this up 3 ways and you're basically taking 6,000 out of each account, or 6,200, I don't think that would run us into any problems.
Did we have, without looking at you guys, did we have anything set aside for the repair and maintenance? Did we have a figure that we did set in the budget? I thought we did. I mean, not that we want to clean that out, because we're going to still potentially have maintenance issues throughout the year, but.
Okay. Yeah, if you go into repair and equipment, that part of the streets is we've already spent it. But we're probably not going to pave this before
Probably not
July.
Not this budget year.
So we could shift the 10,000 out of street paving up. This is the one that we're currently in, that we're currently spending on. Yeah.
I'm also talking about the future budget as well. To kind of see, because if we end up being able to look at that money that we haven't touched yet.
Right.
So when you said that, I
Okay.
thought, oh, that's.
Yeah, and we actually did include some money for this in the next budget, because we were thinking we might be able to get by, but now with these repairs going to have to be done before they can even do anything, it kind of speeds up the process a little bit.
I think we really need to find out if we can split the payment.
Yeah.
You check the payment.
Check it out.
What would that put us at?
Can you guys use the
9.
mic? I'm sorry, I can't hear anything.
What would that put us at, Randy, if we used, could we go 9? Would we have in there for next year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because we actually allocated, I want to say about 16,000 total for next year for a new one.
Yeah, okay. There's
So
plenty in there for
there's plenty for next year. That's not a problem.
So the more we could get next year, the better.
Right. If they would do that for us. Are we going to run into problems if in 2 weeks, then we take 4 weeks to get it in, we'll already be mowing?
Yeah, that's.
Would they be, do you know if they would have anything that they would allow us to use if they know we're buying? I know some, we've had that in the past.
We may be able to get by. I mean, it won't be hot and heavy mowing that early. We could probably get by with that old Kubota. I mean, it'll still mow,
Okay.
until we got it in. Would it be possible if we okayed a continuance to split it, and then we can find out straw poll, or can we do that? Check with you guys tomorrow or the next day. I mean, when we find out, if you guys are okay with that, go ahead and have them ship it, or do we have to bring it back to the council meeting? That's fine. We can wait 2 weeks.
So we did a similar motion with the copier, I believe, making contingent on. It didn't work out in that case, but I mean, it certainly.
It'd be just take a phone call to them tomorrow and get them going on it. They will probably let us know right away, what they can do. And usually they work with you pretty good. We've done this with a lot of different things, and they understand the city budget being in the middle of the year, and we've done this with a lot of different things. So that's a good possibility. We may.
So she was just showing me next year's budget.
So for a
And where
motion
it up to
tonight,
date
we
is.
would have something, would we have to name the total price, the final price, but would we have to dictate, can we just say split, or can we say divide and leave that up?
I would say that we'd want to make it as specific as possible, that we would want to say we would pay half upon delivery and half July 1st if they would allow us to do that or something like that. Otherwise, yeah, they'll have to come back to the next meeting and if they want everything up front. So.
I got the same number you did, Scott, so 1978 math. 18,765. I will make a motion to approve the purchase of a John Deere 3720 compact utility tractor, trading in the 2007 Kubota L3940. With the trade-in, it comes down to a cash price of $18,765. I would like to make that contingent upon 50% of that being paid in this year's budget and 50% in next year's budget.
I'll second it.
Okay, do we have any other questions or comments? Okay, I have a motion and a second to purchase the John Deere with a payment of half now and half July 1st. Councilmember LaFever.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Johnson.
Aye.
Councilmember Fauch.
Aye.
And Councilmember Crum.
Aye.
Okay, that agenda item is approved, so you can give them a call and let us know. Agenda item number 8, citizens' questions and comments. Okay, if there are none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn, Councilmember LaFever.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark.
Aye.
Councilmember Johnson. Councilmember Fauch. And Councilmember Crum.
Aye.
Tonight's meeting's adjourned. Thank you.